Parents, if you have a high schooler that drives, you've probably had the safety talk with them. You know, slow down, avoid risky moves, no texting and driving, never drink and drive, no smoking or vaping while driving, and for God's sakes, pay attention. We've all been there, those conversations about being responsible when you're driving, but here's something equally crucial that gets overlooked. Telling them to get the other driver's information when they get into the inevitable fender bender. Let's face it, minor collisions are more common than anything else for new drivers, and they are practically a rite of passage for teenagers. And it's no wonder. Have you ever seen what a high school parking lot looks like when the last bell rings? Have you been there? Have you actually seen it in person? The mad dash to the cars, the jockeying for position at the exit. It's nuts. Imagine a crowd of cars leaving Fenway or Gillette after a game. That's a high school parking lot every single school day at 3 o'clock. Now when you factor in their inexperience, friends in the car yapping away, showing everyone the new TikTok thing, all of those distractions are packed into a 5-minute frenzy. Our kids are literally driven to distraction right into the rear end of the car in front of them. Every single one of my kids, every single one got rear-ended coming out of school. No big deal, no one got hurt, but they never exchanged information with the other driver, thinking it was no big deal because it didn't look like there was any damage. Until it rained, and their trunks leaked because the crash caused the trunk seal to be out of alignment, or the backup camera doesn't work anymore because it got smashed and they didn't realize it until the next time they backed up, whenever that was. And because we didn't have a name or an insurance company for the kid who hit them, well, who gets stuck with the tab? Me. I had to pay to have it fixed every single time, not them, me. Oh, and they said they'd pay me back, but I'm sure you know how that worked out. And fixing these little fender benders isn't cheap. Those little backup cameras mounted near your license plate, they cost more than $1,000 to fix. And because most everyone has a $500 or $1,000 deductible, it's coming out of our pockets to pay for it. And guess what? Every single one of those crashes my kids were in, I had to pay the $500 or $1,000 deductible, even though it wasn't their fault. But if they'd gotten the other driver's information, I would have made the other kids' parents pay for the damage. They broke it, they bought it. They should have to pay for the damage, not you or me. Teaching our kids early on about the importance of getting the other driver's information, even when it looks like it's no big deal, not only encourages responsibility and accountability, but it avoids mad dads. And no one likes mad dads. If your kid ever gets in a minor fender bender, make sure they know that job number one at the scene is to exchange information with the other driver before they leave the scene. The deductible you save may be your own. I'm Dave Buckley. I'm a personal injury attorney and former mad dad. I have lots of other videos on personal injury, so be sure to check those out too.